What's good, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, back with another video. So I told y'all I'll be doing a whole bunch of lawyer videos, just reacting to them, and I just found one that said real lawyer explain gorilla glue lawsuit. Oh my lord, I hope she not doing no lawsuit, because it was her choice, her own doing, her own. Oh my lord, just let's react to this. Let me get my screen recording up. This is about to be funny. Already a commercial. So let's get started. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and post notification bell, and let's see.
What's up, everybody? Attorney Tom here. I just spent the last 24
He don't look
hours
like no attorney.
out of the state, but I'm back, and I'm here to talk about a very, very important case, the Gorilla Glue Lady. And really quick, before we begin, remember to hit that like button. We're growing like crazy. We just passed 100,000 subscribers. Y'all are awesome, but by hitting that like button, it really promotes the video, and it helps it push it out to more people, so our community can continue to grow. Specifically, we're going to talk about, does she have a case? For those of you who might not know what's happening, well, here's her TikTok.
Hey y'all, for those of y'all that know me know, my hair has been like this for about a month now. It's not.
I don't even know why she let this in her hair for a whole month. As soon as I realized that my hair is stuck to my head and it's not going nowhere, I'm going to the emergency hospital. I am looking for help all over the place. I will not have that hairstyle in for a whole month. Yeah, it looks like cute and all, but a whole month, girl, you damaging your own, you risking your own health right there.
Not by choice. No, it's not by choice. When I do my hair, I like to, finish
Not
it
by
off with a Dr.
choice.
B glue spray. Just to keep it in place. Well, I didn't have any more Dr. B glue spray, so I used it.
It is your fault. No one told you. No one told her to use a different spray. If you ran out of your got to be glue spray, alright, your hair don't have to, just keep it moving.
Gorilla glue spray.
I'm trying to look for my
Bad idea. Yo, look, my hair, it don't move. You hear what I'm telling you? It don't move. I've washed my hair 15 times, and
It's not funny, but
move. If where, woo, my hair. So I'm gonna tell y'all like this: if you ever run out of got to be glue spray, don't ever use this unless you want your hair to be like that.
I received over 100 messages in the last 24 hours to talk about this case, because I think people are genuinely interested on whether or not she has a viable case, especially now that the news has said that she's hired a lawyer. So I'm going to go over what a product liability case is.
why she hire a lawyer? Like, that's your own fault, your own doing. Like, you're the one who made the silly mistake and glued your hair down. We just go conceive.
Which is what this would fall under, and examine this case as if she had walked into my office. After all, I am a personal injury lawyer. These are the kind of cases I do. And make sure you stick around at the end, where I will give my determination as to whether or not I would accept this case had it walked in my door. Now, before I begin anything, just remember that I am not giving legal advice. I'm nobody's lawyer in this instance, and certainly this is just my opinion. Okay, with that said, let's get started. Products liability. There's three main types of products liability cases.
Okay.
There's manufacturer defects, meaning the product was just not manufactured the right way, manufactured in the way that the designers intended it to be. So there's a defect in the way it was produced, and that defect caused injuries. The second major product liability theory is called design defect. A design defect occurs when the product is made the correct way, as the designers intended, but the initial design. The design from the very beginning was defective, and that defective design caused the injury. The third major type of product liability case is called a marketing defect. And marketing defects can include a number of things, of which include a failure to warn. So right off the bat, I think we can identify what type of product liability case this is. The plaintiff suffered or alleges a potential warnings defect, an advertising defect, a failure to warn. Gorilla Glue didn't malfunction. It worked specifically how they intended it to work. There was no malfunction or defect in the design or the manufacturing process. It was simply that she didn't know to put it in her hair. And I'm going to be honest, before this incident occurred, I didn't even know Gorilla Glue spray existed. I'd actually purchased Gorilla Glue before, but I didn't realize they had a spray version of it. But nonetheless, in response to all of this hype going on, Gorilla Glue...
She's making people aware of Gorilla Glue spray, because I didn't even know it exists until I seen the video. He didn't know it exists until...
Who actually tweeted what is included in their warning label. And I'm going to display it right here. And forgive me for looking at my phone, I don't have this graphic right here, but Gorilla Glue's warning label states the following. Do not swallow. Do not get in eyes or skin or on clothing. That is what Gorilla Glue's label says. So essentially the battle is going to be that our potential plaintiff is going to argue that the label does not specifically state not to put it on their hair. And what Gorilla Glue is going to likely say in response is, well, we said don't swallow it, don't put it on your skin, which is likely part of the hair, or your scalp is part of the skin, and also it is unnecessary or unreasonably burdensome for us to put every single potential type of misuse, because then the warning label would be infinitesimally long. I don't even know if that's a word. It would just be a very, very long warning label, and they shouldn't have to explicitly disclaim not to put it in the hair. So that's essentially the very, very base level of what the arguments are going to...
She should have did her little research and like go on Google, go on YouTube, search up before she sprayed on hair.
I anticipate now there are a lot of other things that come into account. Where can this lawsuit be filed? Where is Gorilla Glue located? Where are they domiciled? Where is this plaintiff located? What state is she in? Can she sue in her local state court, or will she have to go to federal court? And then even if you could prove liability, which, in full disclosure, you next have to prove damages. You could have the most egregious, negligent products liability case there is, but if nobody is hurt, well, that's the driving force behind a case, is the damages. Remember, you need two things to prevail on a case: liability and damages. What we just discussed before was the liability portions of it. So could she potentially prevail in a liability aspect of this case? To be frank, my money is on no. I think it's a weak liability argument, and I wouldn't really want to put this case in front of 12 people, because I think 12 regular jurors will just say, hey, listen, it's pretty common knowledge that you shouldn't put Gorilla Glue in their hair. But maybe I'm totally wrong, and I've been wrong before. Even if you could get in front of a jury, the next thing you'd have to assess is damages and how much...
Actually, she can have a little argument. She could say that she thought it was like Gorilla Snot, and it was like the spray version of it. She kind of have a little argument there. Let me know down below if you
when
agree.
assessing damages, you look at what she suffered, what she's gone through, what exactly has happened. And from her videos, the potential plaintiff has been in a state of disarray for over a month. Clearly her hair is affected. The Gorilla Glue has made it very hard. She can't wash it. Whenever she does wash it, nothing really happens. But then we get to what are the consequences of that. Is she in pain? What does the next 3 months look like for her? Does the next year look like for her? What's the remedy to this situation? Can she eventually get the adhesive out of her hair, or will she just have to cut it off? And if she cuts it off, will it just grow back normally? Or is there some sort of permanent hair loss that could occur? You see how it's a huge spectrum of things that I don't really know the answer to, because certainly you would argue that if she just cut it off and she had to regrow it over the course of the next 1 or 2 years, yeah, that really sucks. And I know how important hair is, especially for women, but you know that's not permanent damage. It's a whole nother ballgame if you had permanent hair loss or whatever, and it's too soon to know. I don't know her, I don't know what's going on with the case. You see what I'm saying? So that's how you kind of have to evaluate the damage portion. But again, it's kind of like putting the cart before the horse. In order to even get to the damage portion of this case, you have to expand on liability. And I quite frankly think that this is a weak liability case. I wish this potential plaintiff the best of luck. I really hope she's able to figure out how to get the Gorilla Glue out of her hair. I can only imagine what an ordeal this has been. And it really sucks that she's had to go through it. Not to sound crass, but I would ultimately reject this case. Unfortunately, the only thing civil personal injury lawyers can do is recover money. And we work off of a contingency fee, so we get paid if and only if we win. So if somebody comes into my office with a case that I quite frankly think we wouldn't win, why would I take that case? Because I would invest lots of man hours, lots of money in deposition cost, in expert cost, you name it. So I know it's a harsh reality. I know that's not really a happy thing to talk about, but no, this is not a case that I would take. But hopefully one person can learn from this and we can be better. And as always, leave your comments down.
Alright. Y'all heard the lawyer. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, putting out post notification bell, and see you guys in the next video.